So what's going on? Now I'm looking at the Australian US dollar. So on the 5 minute chart, we saw a downtrend and fell pretty low to, if you go to the 1 hour chart, here to this kind of support area. So on the bigger time frame, we might here see a completely turnaround and a trend change, which means we could call lower, since here on the 4 hour chart we had here this double top, and here the RSI went low, so kind of a bearish divergence, and this momentum here was pretty bearish. So on the 4 hour chart it looks like we could rally to rally actually to fall down to this support line roughly at the 200 EMA. So on the 1 hour chart, as I said, this is the support line that we are trading at. But now I'm looking for a short kind of scalping strategy, which means here we had lower highs and lower lows. Here we had kind of a double bottom and the RSI turned around, so here we broke out of this green line, the first one, and here is the second one that we are trying to break out right now. And the RSI here is forming a divergence after we saw here lower lows and lower highs. Here we had lower highs and higher highs. So what I'm actually waiting for is a big green kind of candlestick, which, if we can find one here around that points to the upside, I would here be a buyer at this candlestick. If we can see one and target roughly this area around the 200 EMA, which would be here somewhere at 7580 50, somewhere around here. But as I said, I'm still waiting for a bullish candlestick. At the moment it doesn't look like we will see one, since we are pretty bearish in the momentum. But just in case, if we see one, this would be an option. I mean, otherwise, of course, if we, since this here looks like is the the 20 EMA that we are getting rejected by, so this would be here, this one, this would be, so if we see a huge something like this, maybe not that big, but something like this, fully closed candlestick rejected by the 20 EMA, you could also short down and here take this kind of trade. So this would be another option. So depending on what kind of candlestick occurs first, this will be the trade to take. But for the moment, because we had this lower low, lower high pattern, but here on the other side we have the higher high, higher low, the chances are that we might see a little bit of a turnaround to the upside. So this is what I'm targeting and what I'm looking at right now. So this was the analysis for the Australian dollar. So thanks for watching.